Hello everybody, and well, there's just a fossil right here. Welcome back to rainy times, I guess. Um, got fossil. Yeah, I am a fossil. It makes sense. Um, I don't know what the app about, but hey, I'm recording a little earlier today than I have been. Well, the irony is I wasn't sure I was going to see mornings, but I've been seeing mornings. I just haven't had the time to record during them. Uh, I was awake at 2:30 today, so I've been awake at this point for 12 hours. Dumpling, I love visitors in the afternoon. Parmesan, what's up? What's up? Oh, there's nothing exciting going on right now. I don't know what am I supposed to have fun. I mean, if you have any brilliant ideas, Dumpling, we can try to have some fun together. 27. Okay, 2 days from now. What would that make it? Today's 176. Tomorrow would be 177, 170. Okay. I'm aiming for probably just on day 180, popping a squat down on the plaza there, just to reminisce on the first half of the year. It's not exactly the halfway point of the year, but a year divides into 182.5. So, you know, this rain's soaking me to the core. It's gonna stop sometime, right? I sure hope so. It's the latest. Your opinion on something. Well, add something into my room. I haven't seen a special something yet. How about you? I do see a Sahara. Deal. Yeah, this rain, man, like, I want it gone. Also, I've done a thing. I have, at this point, full perfected Let's Meeker size. And I am so happy I've managed it. I'm not done with fitness boxing. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm on like 72 day streak. I ain't gonna stop. Now, you think I'm gonna stop? That's just part of my daily routine now. You know, as much as I'm wearing a complete full sleeve shirt and you can't really see, I've got some tone to me now. I still have a chubby belly, which I would like to get rid of, but to be fair, I am mostly working on my arms. It's done like the past tomorrow's here, the future needs not this. We do have the treadmill, which admittedly is for pets, but humans can use it too. So, and I did actually use it a bit yesterday. Added an extra like 2 kilometers to my daily steps. Just pushing the speed up. Ooh. Alright. She spread some leaves all over the floor and put up some like bathroom tile, but it looks nice. It's a nice color combination. At least I like it. Yeah, I am so happy that I've managed that. Okay. I did break a bit of the natural trying to do it, because I had just been like, once every few days, giving it a try. Today I was like, no, I'm doing this. Because I could full combo it, I just wasn't full perfecting it. So I pushed, man. Oh, snap. I thought for sure this time I'd remember to put out snacks for my guest sister. Wait, do you, like, need something? Let's check. Hey, you. Any interested in my fine patchwork sofa? See, I bought a whole bunch of them by mistake. I know, duh. Anywho, now I gotta get rid of my surplus for the low price of 32.40 bells. How about it? Yeah, seems legit. Seriously? Awesome! I owe you one. I can't say I like getting into a debt with a tough guy like you, but thanks, sister. Yeah, I'm still kind of riding that high. I actually, for like half an hour, kept my gloves on, because I'll put on some biking gloves to do the fitness boxing. Basically, so I have something to brace the Joy-Cons on, so I'm not like putting them on my sweaty hands, unless I don't really need to wash them off. It's convenient. I still give them a wipe down though, because I know some sweat still seeps through the gloves, but, you know, it works out better. And I can just wipe them down, and I don't need to, like, go ham on them. It's a lot better for the Joy-Cons, that's for sure. Steven, hi! I was just thinking about how nice it'd be to see you, Nettie. Can I help you? What's latest? I'm so hungry. I'm gonna go for a nice juicy cherry. Can you get one for me, please? Sure. That's great. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, we've got some literally on the ground, so I can do that. Minor update from the Eve side of things. Oh, Pinky's got a fleet. Give me the fleet. I love I just knew it was Pinky. Was that a flea? Thanks, I guess. Please, 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 don't tell anyone about this, especially not Costello. Yeah, he is kind of a jerk. He would be even more of a jerk about it. So minor update on the Eve front. I finally made it to the level 4 missions I was after. That's about it. There's not much more to say. I basically just spent earlier just finishing out that grind. And then running a couple level 4s. Please, take this, my hungry little squirrel. Take this totally cherry. No. Cherry. A cherry for the sherry. Looking forward to this. Been wanting that for so long. It's as good as I'd hoped. Here to express my thanks, please have my flying saucer. Aliens. Voices of the Void? I really need to play more Voices of the Void. Last time I was playing it, they'd changed the UI elements around, and it was taking me a lot of getting used to. But, yeah. Voices of the Void is really fun. I know I've talked about it a lot before, but it's just a really fun game. And it's free, at least for now. Well, hello there, pal. Time's getting so muddy in all this rain. I won't be the one to clean it up. We need to talk about it. Let's just chat. This weather is bringing me down. I need a comforter and a wheelbarrow full of popcorn. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be nice. Especially because it's not just New Leaf, it's been raining a lot for me, and it's also been raining a lot in New Horizons. And y'all know how bad it is when it rains for me in New Horizons. That was half an hour earlier, cleaning up. And I'm gonna have to do it again tomorrow, because it was raining today. I don't wanna. But I want my paths. It's a real problem. It's also raining IRL. And I'd like it to not be. Especially because, like... Okay, I need to go on a little minor rant here. So... And some of you guys watching who might be homeowners, you might have a very different opinion on this than I do. Because I'm not the homeowner here. That's my older sister. But, there's someone who's been going around this area. Hey, if it isn't nothing, not even the rain can stop you from playing outside, huh? What's in your mind? What's latest? Thinking about fishing. I was talking to Margie about fishing. Start thinking about how much I want one of my own. Any kind will do. Alright. She's really making this hard for me, because she won't like it if I give her one she already has. Talk to Cookie, too. It's just gonna keep on raining forever, isn't it? What to talk about? This latest. Can you pick up who your best friends are? I mean, kinda. I mean, I'd say so, yeah. Really? Me too. Yeah, every summer I look at all my friends like they're shells on a beach. I think of any of them are like sharp coral or hurt my feet if I step on them. So I throw those back into the water. I like friends who smile wide like clamshells. That is very fair. Yeah, there's someone who's been going around the neighborhood and reporting to the bylaw police of the town yards that are overgrown. And my assumption is that it's one of the apartment owners. Dumpling, as you know, I'm embarking on a new adventure. About moving and... That was 21 days ago. I don't want to use my one save on Margie, but I'm gonna miss her. After being so supportive, first step in a new life adventure. I'm gonna miss her though. I don't want to let her go, but I have to. But yeah, my assumption is that it's one of the apartment complex owners. Because if they can show that their properties have a high property value, they can raise rent prices. And having neighbors with bad yards lowers your property value. This is not the first time we've dealt with this, though. The first time we dealt with this, it was just some random lady who lived nearby, driving around, reporting everybody's yards because her property value was low. She wasn't planning on selling her house, but her property value had gone down, so she was taking it out on everybody. Now, property value ties into your property tax. You pay less in property tax on a lower valued property. Why would you be upset that you're paying less money? Like, the only time I could understand wanting your property value to be high is if you were thinking about selling. Like, that is it. That's the only thing I can think of that would make any level of sense. At least that's the only thing I would care about. If I was thinking about selling, yeah, I'd want my property value to be as high as it can possibly be. But even then, I'm not likely gonna go driving around reporting everybody with grass that's half a centimeter longer than it's supposed to be. But I mention this because the grass in our yard at spots grows really fast. And I know that notice is coming. And if it comes within the next, day, we may not be able to do anything about it before the town shows up and issues a fine and a bill for cutting this grass. Because it's supposed to rain for the next 4 days. And I can't mow the lawn in the rain. You technically can with a whipper. You should never do it with a mower. It'll clog up your mower and damage it. You never do that. But with a whipper, you can in theory do it. Problem is, our whipper's electric. Would you want to hold a battery in the rain? I know they got safety features and all, but would you want to hold a battery in the rain? Because I sure don't. That is the last thing I want to do. What rock haven't I tested? This one, maybe? This one. Ah, pockets are full. Well, it's this one. Because it literally couldn't be... I couldn't have done that one. Because there's stuff in the way. It also means I can't dig up the... Oh no, I've got the final fossil. I am dumb. I didn't think I had the final fossil yet. That's what I was looking for. I am a little tired. Not as tired as I had been, but I am a little tired. Hello, looking great. I might run into you here, Gumdrop. Thought I might run into you as well. Hey, Vic. Yo, Stu, hey, Ben. Stu, do some shopping. And hopefully not spreading nicknames. That man did lasting damage to my reputation. I'm still called Bucko by a few villagers. He moved out a long time ago at this point. I guess at this point, like, I'm not actually sure what I'm gonna do once I finish recording for the rest of my night. So I've still got like 3 hours ahead of me. With the supper I have planned for tomorrow, I could probably just... Honestly, I could just change what I have planned and sleep as long as I want. Because, like, what I have planned at the moment is spicy chicken sandwiches. But I could, because they both use hamburger buns, I could just get out hamburgers and start them thawing before I go to bed, and everyone could just cook their own. Everyone here is capable, whether they're willing or not is another question, but everyone here is capable of cooking their own hamburgers. I made tacos tonight, which made way too much. Like, I was basically told before my mother left to go dog sit that, you know, we had this big thing of ground beef, and it was, you know, to make tacos with it, basically while she was gone, and it was like, alright, cool. I can do that. Well, I did, as she had bought tortillas. From what I remember, she said it was 2 packages of 9, which should have done a good amount. It's 2 packages of 6. So there's still a lot left, and even the 2 packages of 9 wouldn't have done it. This was a big thing of ground beef / beef mince for those who are not North American. So I don't think I've heard anyone outside of North America calling it ground beef. It's pretty tasty though, but just before I started recording this, I actually had some on just some hot dog buns that we had left over sitting around, as well as just a little bit more on just some bread. That was basically my dinner. My breakfast was just 3 tacos. I'm living the life. I wonder how I'm still pretty fat. It's really a mystery. Just casually eating, like, effectively what would be, you know, well, it would be 3 tacos, and then, like, some pretty unhealthy sandwiches, basically. To be fair, my lunch was an apple and an orange, so I've had some good for me stuff. And I'm getting pretty low on apples. And there's like 1 orange left. But, you know, I've had some pretty healthy stuff. Legit, if they were cheaper, I would eat a lot more apples and oranges and various fruit, but they're so freaking pricey for how much you get. Like, there is a set, there we go. Let's try and remember which direction I needed to go to get to the fishing rod. There is like a bag of apples that a local supermarket carries occasionally when they're not sold out. That is like $5.50 for like, I think it's like 5 pounds of apples. So like, that's not bad. Okay, she doesn't have a barbel steed. Let's see what else I can catch. Ah, I thought it was going to go down. I failed the 30% chance. But yeah, basically nothing we have for food while my mother is gone is remotely healthy. Not really, anyway. So, to be fair, we also very rarely have healthy food in general. And a lot of that is just because I'm like the only person who will eat healthy food for the most part. Like, the apples and oranges I ended up buying. Outside of the dog, I think I was the only one that ate any of the apples. And, like, someone else had one orange. Ah. Oh, the rain's stopping. If only it had stopped sooner. Then we wouldn't have gyroids to deal with tomorrow. What's up, Pinks? See you on the metal guitar? Here you go, found one for you, Pinkest. And this is proof of our friendship. You were so nice to me and I wanted to thank you. I still need it. Go ahead and throw it away or something, Pinkest. I mean, I could. I might honestly just sell it. Oh. Gee, I'm trying to actually think. I mean, we do have some just boneless, skinless chicken, which, quite honestly, I'm not the hugest fan of. But that's decently healthy. Piranha! Why, it's new? I would need to catch another one to give that to Dina. But I know for sure she doesn't have a piranha because it's new. Crucian carp. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a crucian carp. Or no, I think she does. I already have a diving beetle. So I spent a good long while trying to catch one. I remember now. Let's see. I'm still just sitting here like, man, why couldn't it have been Costello wanting to move away? We haven't even seen him today. Like, dude's just missing. Yeah, I'm gonna give her the barbel steed. Hi, hope you're enjoying this lovely weather. And good for you. Caught you something. Here you go. Barbel steed. Hey, a barbel steed. Thanks for bringing me one. It's even more amazing than I imagined. Yeah, I was saying thanks. I would have laughed if she handed us one of her fish. to number 2 shirt. Busy, thanks for taking the time for me. I'm number 2 in Dina's books. You know, I'll take it. Now, if Costow had given that to me, I probably would have been a bit upset. But because it was Dina, and she's so sweet, you know, being number 2, that's pretty high up there, you know? Like... Oh. I am really kind of struggling to think of more things to like yap about today. At least I'm not sitting here yapping on non-stop about Eve. So that's good. I could, though. Especially because, like, I ended up getting reminded of my time in Providence and the fall of Provi Block. And yeah. I miss those days. I feel like a lot of people miss those days. Even the people who used to fight Provi Block probably miss those days. Because, like, these days, one, just looking at the, like, average pilots docked in space, that kind of metrics, Providence is so much more empty than it used to be. There are some of those systems where there's basically nobody. And... you know, go do the shopping. Fancy seeing you here as well. Yes, very fancy pants. Like, once upon a time, it was rare to see a system in Providence with less than like 15 people in it, almost constantly. Now there's quite a few with less than 1, generally. Like, it's sad. Hey, Steven, how goes it? Gonna hang out in Oracle today, Myan. Hey, Sabes. Yeah, I'm good. See, sky glazed over the clouds. I feel gloomy and kind of in sort of a funk. So in those days, it's best to make some really vivid, colorful clothes to boost my spirit. I mean, you've kind of done that. I mean, you're definitely working on that now. That's for sure. Or if I'm like, I could ramble about even. Yeah, I could. Honestly, it's just a case of, like, it just kind of saddens me to see Providence in the state it's in. And, like, the ever optimist inside of me wants to hope that, like, if a group were to organize that's sufficiently large enough and, like, quote-unquote invade Providence, but, like, basically leave CVA out of it and just be like, we're coming to restore, not Red Don't Shoot. You know, we're coming to restore Provi Block. Part of me wants to hope that CVA would then side with the group wanting to restore Provi Block and kick out the others and, you know, at least attempt to restore Not Red Don't Shoot. But I know that's a waste of... It's a waste of mental power. Because it's never gonna happen. And that's just sad, man. Like, it should go to show you of just how little the current leadership of CVA cares. Yeah, I'm gonna wear the number 2 shirt. About the history of Providence and, you know, everything around that. They don't even hold the same systems they did when they used to run Providence. When they were the leaders of Provi Block, they lived in very different systems to the ones they do now. The ones they live in now are the ones that they basically let some of these smaller alliances hold. Like, They do hold a good bit of space, but none of it is the really, like, valuable space. Birdwing butterfly. I said to, it's a pretty valuable butterfly. Probably sell it tomorrow. So we already have one. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling here before I go on a full-blown, like, Providence ramble about how much it kind of saddens me that that space has fallen. Like, part of me wants to, like, if I had the time and energy to do this, I would try to work together with a few of the former other Provi Block guys to recreate Not Red Don't Shoot, but in another region. Like, you know, there's a lot of, like, low-sec and NPC null-sec that's barely used that would be really cool to, like, try to implement some sort of Not Red Don't Shoot system in. You know, that'd be pretty neat and could work with the locals there and basically assume everybody as a neutral at first and then accept people who are known to be hostile and then go from there. Like, that could be neat, but that would take so much time, effort, and organization that I don't have it in me these days. I don't have that kind of spark back for Eve yet, if I ever get that back. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf, where hopefully it won't rain again. See you all then.